Hello, I'm going to tell you relaxation now. So for relaxation, what we normally do is we lie onto our back, not touching anyone, and so that we're nice and comfortable. So you can lie on your back and you can have your knees bent in, you can stretch them in towards you, or you can let them lengthen out and on the floor. And sometimes, you know what children really like to do sometimes? Sometimes they really like to have a cuddle in and to lie on the floor like this and do their relaxation. So you're going to lie in whichever way you want, and I'm going to lie on the floor as well, because if I sit up, you might think that you should sit up, and you definitely shouldn't. This is a sleepy lying down thing to do. So you're going to lie onto the floor and you're going to get really, really comfy. You're going to allow yourself to have a little swiggle and a little wriggle and a little shuggle and a little change, and then you're going to let yourself get really soft and happy. And getting soft and happy is just letting your body relax, really. It's letting your muscles start to get a little bit longer and your head to get a little bit heavier, and your legs to get a little bit heavier and your hands to get a little bit heavier. When we let our body get nice and heavy, then we tend to feel much happier in ourselves, just because we feel more settled. And then once you get really, really happy and settled, we're going to go on a little imaginary journey. So you can have your eyes closed, that's the easiest way to do it, but you can also have your eyes just gently looking at the floor if you don't want to close them. So you're going to start to imagine. You're going to start to imagine that you go on a little walk, and you go on a little walk all the way up into the clouds. And as you go up and through the clouds, you come to a whole new world. And the whole new world is all made of meringues and marshmallows. And there are bumpy marshmallow clouds. You can see all the tops of the clouds, and the sun is shining on the clouds. And you can see little peaky clouds that look a bit more like meringues. And again, the sun is shining on them. And it makes you feel quite relaxed and happy. And you decide to go for a little bit of a walk around this cloud world. So you go around the cloud world and you feel like you can walk a little bit like you're on the moon, because everything's all bouncy and light. So you bounce over the clouds, and then you slide down a beautiful cloud, and the cloud turns into a sort of spiral shape, and you slide down the slide all the way down and get onto another cloud. And this cloud is a different colour. You're going to imagine, what colour would you like this cloud to be? And what is this cloud made of? Something really lovely for you. It might be that it's made of grapes. It might be that it's made of softies. It might be it's made of cuddles, whatever you would like. And this cloud takes you on a little journey, and it's a little bit like a flying carpet. You feel that you can fly on your carpet and just float around, looking at the world and all the wonderful things going on. And then in the horizon you see an animal, a strange cloud animal that looks really friendly. And you wave to that cloud animal and they wave back to you. And as they come closer, you notice what sort of animal they are. You notice how they look and how they feel. So how do you feel when you're close beside them? And this cloud animal is so friendly and so lovely. And they come up to you and they give you a hug. They give you a big cloud animal hug. And you really feel safe and secure and happy, and it's just lovely. And then you know that you're going to have to come back again. So you give the cloud animal a really good hug. And then you take a little bit of cloud and you make it into a present for them, and you give them the present. And the cloud animal is so happy. And then the cloud animal does the same. The cloud animal scoops up a bit of cloud and starts to model it like it's a bit of plasticine or a bit of clay. and they make it into a present just for you. And they give you that present, and you hold it dear, knowing that you're going to come back up and see your cloud animal friend again, but also knowing it's time to come back. And this time your little cloud starts to gently hover and float you back up, and it starts to hover and it takes you back past the slide that you zoomed down. So thankfully you don't have to go up the slide, you can just float up it on your cloud. Maybe a little bit like being on a skateboard but going backwards. And then you go over the bouncy clouds, and your little cloud starts to gently disintegrate, and you find your feet again so that you can bounce over the clouds that make you feel like you're on the moon. And then you decide it's time to come home. You dive down through the clouds. Beautiful movement, knowing your cloud animal present is with you. You dive all the way back to this room right now, to your own room in your own home. You notice what's around you. You notice how your body feels. You feel your body lying on the floor at home, knowing that you've been on a lovely journey and that here you are, at home just as normal, but feeling even better. You notice the look of the walls in your own home. You notice the carpet in your own home. And you notice if there's anyone around you. But most of all, you take with you that feeling of a little bit of happiness and quietness. To end relaxation, we're going to come up to sitting. So if you want to bring yourself up to sitting in your own time, so come up nice and comfortably so that you feel relaxed and happy. And then you're just going to come to sit. And we're just going to sit for about 10 seconds. Just so quietly. Wonderful. It's the hardest bit of yoga, sitting quietly. But it's so important. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you have a little bit of quietness and a little bit of happiness. See you again soon. Bye.